So before analyzing this, yes, if you reduce the current below the holding current, yes, your device is going to turn off. Yes, your device is going to turn off. But I said already, your device is already comes to turn off up to where T4. Up to where T4. But beyond that, your device is in still conduction. For that only you have to wait for. For that only you have to wait for T5. That is achieved by using external gate drive circuit. So let us see the gate characteristics. Let us see the gate characteristics. The gate characteristics usually drawn between. The gate characteristics are usually drawn between gate voltage versus gate current. Gate voltage versus gate current. Again, I am telling you, please concentrate. After that, I will dictate each and every point. Don't miss any point. Here also one important conclusion is there. Okay. Now, shall I go ahead? So, as per the data sheet provided by the manufacturer, he has given this is VG and this is the VG max and this is the IG max. As per the data given by the manufacturer, yes sir, this is the VG max and this is the IG max. But at the beginning I already told you that even though manufacturer, if he mentioned the maximum values of voltages and currents, can you operate your device? They are meeting at this point now. Can you operate your device at this particular instant? Can you operate whatever the manufacturer has mentioned? Suppose voltage 1000 volts, current is 10 amperes. Can you operate 1000 volts and 10 amperes of current? Yes, sir. We cannot operate because of what reason? You tell me why you are not operating at that particular instant. Means why you are not operating at high voltages and same current. Maximum voltage provided by the data sheet and maximum current provided by the data sheet. Why you are not using? Yes, sir. You have to think about losses also. Losses also will create some heat. To operate your device in a safe region, you have to choose an operating point. You have to either you choose here or either you choose here or either you choose here or choose here. You choose here. Anywhere you choose. But it should be within this window. Can I say that? It should be within this window. Can I say that? You take this point or this point or this point. You take any point. It should be within this window. Yes, for safe operation. Now, what I will do is, I will vary that gate current. As well as the gate voltage. These are experimental results. So, operating point A, operating point B, and operating point C. Operating point A and operating point B and operating point C. Now, I would like to draw the gate drive circuit. This is my SCR. Okay. Now, look at the board. So, look at this red color dotted line which I am putting here. This is called gate drive circuit. Nothing. Either you take voltage here, either you take current here. Nothing will be there. Same. But you should take an operating point within this particular window. There is no necessary. You take IG here, I take VG here. No problem. But your operating point should be within this particular window. Is this point clear? Now, please concentrate here. Your gate drive circuit, is it low power circuit or high power circuit? Only I am asking. Your gate drive circuit, this one, this entire block, this This entire block ES and RS is your gate drive circuit. Okay. Now you focus here. Your gate drive circuit, is it low power circuit or high power circuit? You tell me. Low power circuit. Your SCR with load and source, is it high power circuit or low power circuit? You tell me. Your SCR, is it your high power circuit or low power circuit? SCR with load, SCR with voltage source and load, high power circuit. Okay. Keep these things in your mind. Later I will ask these 2 points again. For that only we will have to proceed. Basically, we are providing within this window, you have to choose a gate current magnitude here. We have to choose a gate source voltage here. Yes or not? You tell me. Within this window, you have to choose one current. You have to choose one voltage. Based on that only, you have to operate your gate source voltage or not? Yes. I am representing this dot with some letter ES, and this is, can I write IG gate current? Can I write IG gate current is nothing but ES by RS? Yes or not? You tell me. Can I write gate current? This is nothing but your gate current. Can I write gate current is nothing but ES by RS? I am writing this is ES by RS. A point which is joining between these two is called which line? A point which is joining your ES as well as this ES by RS is called which line it is? Is called which line? Yes, load line. Is called load line. Now if you look at here, tell me what is this slope? What is the value of this slope? Tell me what is the value of that slope? You tell me what is the value of this slope? Come on, respond. What is the value of this slope? This is a very important discussion. What is the value of this slope? Yes, RS. Slope is equal to RS. Acha, I have a doubt. Why you take RS here? Why you are not directly connecting this ES? Why you are taking this RS? Why you are not directly connecting this ES? Can anyone tell me the reason? Can anyone tell me the reason? Why I have placed the resistance over here? Why I have placed the resistance over here? Why I am not placing this? Very good. To limit the gate current. Why it is necessary to limit the gate current? What happens if I increase the gate current to a large value? What happens if the gate current, if I increase to a large value, why it is going to, why you are not choosing high gate current? Why you are only choosing a limited gate current? Yes, to protect the gate cathode. This is your anode, this is your gate, this is cathode. Because gate cathode is a, yes, losses are increased, temperature increase. But gate cathode section is a heavily doped na, so it will immediately get destroyed. Or otherwise you can also think like this. If there is no resistance, can I say voltage is short circuited with gate cathode? Yes or not? You tell me. Voltage is short circuited with the low resistance. Why? Because heavily doped will offer low resistance or high resistance. You tell me. Gate cathode is a heavily doped, na? Heavily doped will offer low resistance or high resistance. You tell me. Gate cathode, is it low resistance or high resistance? Very, very low resistance. You tell me. A low resistance is connected to a battery which is around 20 to 30 volts. A low resistance which is connected to the gate cathode directly without having this resistance. Tell me, will it flow small current or high current? Will it flow small current or high current? A 20 to 30 volt source is connected to a heavily doped material. If you flow such a high current, immediately gate cathode will get destroyed. Immediately your gate cathode will get destroyed. You know, usually the gate current should be in milliamperes. Usually the gate current should be in milliamperes, not even amperes also. Why? Gate cathode is heavily doped. Okay. So if you want to supply such a high milliampere, it means if you want to apply such a milliamperes of current, this gate cathode section is not providing such a high resistance. So for that reason, you have to kept a resistor, series resistance in series with the gate source voltage. Series resistance in series with the gate source voltage. So usually this resistance is going to be some tens or thousands. Usually this resistance is going to be some tens or thousands. It depends upon the input voltage of the gate source. Okay. So is this point is clear, everyone? Why I am putting that resistance? Is this point is clear, everyone? Why I am putting that resistance? If you are not putting means directly this full voltage appears across gate cathode, high current will flow and your device is gone. Okay. Now one more question I would like to ask. One more question. I already told you this is a low power circuit and this is a high power circuit. Okay. Reminding this, please keep in mind. I would like to ask you again the same question. Okay. Shall I arrange? Have you noted down this? Once if you note down, please let me know. Once if you note down, please let me know. Okay, now listen. Basically, you are giving as a gate pulses. Is it correct or not? Gate current you are giving as a gate pulses. This is your gate current and this is the magnitude of the Ig and this is your time. Yes or not? Basically, we are giving as a gate pulses, right? Gate pulses, na? You tell me how to calculate the average power dissipated or average power absorbed by the gate drive circuit. Can I write P average is nothing but 1 by T integral 0 to Tp. Why integral 0 to Tp only? Gate current is available. Ig, power is nothing but Ig into Vg into Dt. Can I write this is Ig into Vg into Tp by capital T? From this, can I write P average is nothing but P maximum into duty ratio, where duty ratio is called Tp by T, which is equivalent to T on by T. See, can I write power calculation average power how to calculate 1 by T integral 0 to T current voltage whose product, because both are DC na. So I have taken Vg and Ig common. So if I do integration, what I will get? Tp by T. So I am representing Vg into Ig is nothing but a specification which is given by the manufacturer in the data sheet. This Vg and Ig is given by the manufacturer in the data sheet, whose product is nothing but a maximum power. One thing I would like to ask you, what is D here? Can anyone tell me what is the D? Yes, sir. Very good. That D is called duty ratio. The D is called duty ratio. Duty ratio can be represented as a T on by T or Tp by T. So you tell me, for a safe operation, your average power should be, you tell me, your average power should be less than Pmax or greater than Pmax or equal to Pmax. You tell me. For a safe operation I am talking about. Your average power should be less than Pmax or greater than Pmax or equal to Pmax. Yes, of course, less than Pmax. Less than Pmax. Okay, less than Pmax na? If you want to get less than Pmax means you have to multiply this Pmax with a value should be less than 1 or greater than 1. You want to get average power less than Pmax. So you want to multiply this Pmax with less than 1 value or greater than 1 value? Less than 1 value. It means always your duty ratio should be less than 1. Tell me, if you want to get a duty ratio less than 1, Tp should be equal to T or less than T? Tp should be equal to T or less than T? Tp should be equal to T or less than T? Yes, sir. Tp is always less than T. Tp is always less than T. If Tp is less than T means, suppose, let us treat this is capital T. Tp is less than T means, can I say it is a pulse? Tp is less than T means, can I say it is a pulse? Yes or not? If you are continuing up to T, if you are still continuing, power loss is going to increase, hence the device is going to damage. It means always you have to choose a gate pulse width or pulse time should be always less than the total time period. Okay. So why we are choosing, again we have proven why we have chosen less pulse time, or why we have to generate pulses to reduce the power loss. To reduce the power loss. That is why we have chosen pulse time. That is why we have chosen pulse time. And I have one doubt. Who is producing these pulses? Who is producing these pulses? Who is producing those pulses? Who is producing the pulses? Yes, sir, give the gate pulse. Thyristor will turn on. Yes, it will turn on. Who will produce that pulse? PWM technique. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. PWM technique. Any other? Very good. PWM. Have you noted on this? I will discuss a little bit about this pulse. This capital T indicates overall time. This T is nothing but axis. This T is related to x-axis. Tp is less than T only. It related to axis. Okay. Or here I will change. Don't worry. Here I will change like a capital T, so that you will never get confusion. Now, shall I erase this? If it is done, please let me know. I will go ahead with the important thing. Shall I go ahead? Okay. Okay. Now again go back to your point which I said. Your gate drive circuit is a low power circuit. Your gate drive circuit is a low power circuit. Your thyristor circuit, your gate drive circuit is a low power circuit. Your thyristor circuit is a high power circuit. Your thyristor circuit is a high power circuit. Go to that point. Yes. So this gate drive circuit is connected to the high power circuit. Yes or not? The low power circuit is directly connected to the high power circuit or not? This low power circuit is directly connected to the high power circuit or not? Yes or not? You tell me. But again I will ask you one question. Is it possible to connect a high power circuit and low power circuit direct together, or do you have any problem? Can I connect a low power circuit and a high power circuit directly? No, you should not connect. If any malfunction is occur, this high power circuit will influence this gate circuit. Then immediately gate circuit will get destroyed. Or if any short circuit is occur in the gate drive circuit, it will also cause a great damage to the gate cathode section or not? You tell me. If any short circuit occur in the gate drive circuit, it will cause a lot of damage to the gate cathode section. Therefore, this high power circuit will damage. Or if any short circuit is occur in this high power circuit, immediately it will cause a damage to the gate drive circuit or not? It means what we have to do? We have to isolate these two, but these two should be connected together. Are you getting my point? These should be electrically isolate, but should be connected together. How it is possible? If I electrically isolate means if any damage is occur in this or in this, they will not affect. Yes or not? So what should be the thing I have to place in between to isolate them electrically? I have given a hint also. To isolate them electrically, what I have to put in between? Yes, Optocoupler is also correct answer. Optocoupler. But I am using here a pulse transformer. A pulse transformer. Can I say transformer is electrically separated or magnetically coupled? Yes or no? Transformer is electrically separated. In between core you have. Yes or not? Yes. Can I say if I place a pulse transformer between gate drive circuit and a thyristor, can I say these two are electrically isolated or not? Electrically isolated. You tell me what is the difference between your conventional transformer and a pulse transformer. Don't say both are same. Don't say both are same. What is your difference between conventional transformer and a pulse transformer? Conventional transformer and a pulse transformer. Do you know the difference? Anyone? You tell me. Coreless? Yes. Next. Any other? Turns ratio is 100% 1:1. That's for sure. Turns ratio is 1:1. Yes. Pulse transformer is a low power, high frequency device. Power rating is less. Low power, high frequency device. Whereas your conventional transformer, like in your transmission and distribution, we are using the conventional transformer, na? Whose ratings are, those are power level and low frequency. Those are power level or high rating and low frequency. This is your conventional transformer. This is your conventional transformer. But whereas this pulse transformer is a low power and a high frequency application. And one more point. This is made up of, tell me what is this made up of? Silicon steel. So many times you have studied. This is made up of silicon steel. Transformer is a silicon steel, na? Made up of? Yes. But whereas this is made up of ferrite material. Ferrite material. And this is called soft magnetic material. Soft magnetic material. But whereas this is a hard magnet material. Hard magnetic. You know, in engineering services prelims, this question was asked. Which of the following is correct for a pulse transformer? Which of the following statements are correct for pulse transformer? It is a high power device, low power device, low frequency device, a high frequency device. Which is correct? Which of the following statement is correct with respect to the pulse transformer? It is a high power device, high frequency device, low power device, low frequency device. Which statements are correct? Hello, I said. Yes, it is a high frequency device as well as a low power device also. Low power device also. And you know, can anyone tell me, usually you might have studied this concept like this. You can give transformer DC input or AC input, you tell me. For a transformer, you want to give a DC input or AC input? For a transformer? Of course AC. But there is a special transformer. There is a special transformer which can give a DC input also. There is a special transformer which can give a DC input also. A special transformer which can give a DC input also. You know where generally we will use this application? Anyone tell me? A DC input, a special transformer we can use in one particular application, major application. Anyone tell me that? Where we will use a DC input transformer? DC input transformer. Anyone tell me? One application only. Actually, that is not there in the GATE syllabus, but as far as discussion is coming, I am talking about this. If you give a DC input to any transformer, it will burn. When? It is a conventional transformer. For this particular transformer, it will not burn. It will be used in one major application. Anyone tell me? It is used in yes sir. It is used in SMPS. It is used in SMPS. Hello, HVDC is a high power application. How can you use an high power application to this pulse transformer? Pulse transformer refers only low power application. It is a medium or low power. You cannot go for high power application. Okay, it is used in SMPS. Very famous question it is. SMPS. Actually, that is not there in the GATE syllabus, but it will be used in SMPS. It will be used. This is a very famous question. A transformer is there which you can give the DC input. Tell me which application you are preferring this kind of mechanism. You have to say what? Any medium power application, that is example SMPS. SMPS. Are you getting this point? Are you getting this point? Yes or not? Shall I go ahead? Yes. Now, so if I give this kind of input here, the pulse transformer will produce a pulses like this, a sharp pulse. A sharp pulses. It will produce a sharp pulses. But strictly speaking, gate current should be positive pulse or negative pulse. Switched mode power supply. SMPS is switched mode power supply. SMPS is switched mode power supply. Tell me, you want to give a positive gate pulse or a negative gate pulse to the SCR gate cathode section? Why you are not giving negative gate pulse? Why you are not giving a negative gate pulse? I said negative gate pulse, not reverse bias voltage. Why you are not giving a negative gate pulse? We will see that discussion separately. That is, I'll give separate name for that also. So, why we are not giving a negative gate pulse? Again, I'm telling you, it will produce positive pulse, negative pulse, because you are giving a positive DC input, na? Positive DC input, negative DC input, so it will produce sharp pulses, positive pulse, negative pulse, positive pulse, negative pulse. As far as till now, please believe me, it is correct. Later I will prove that. Again, I will prove that why you are not taking negative pulse also. I want to give only positive pulse. You should not give a negative pulse. That is correct statement. But I will prove soon why you are not giving a negative pulse. Right now, please accept the statement. Positive pulse only you have to give it to the SCR. You should not give negative gate pulse. Even though if you give a negative gate pulse, it cannot turn off. It cannot turn off. So, can I say positive gate pulse only have to take? Yes or not? So, you tell me what kind of mechanism I have to make at the secondary side to get only positive pulse. Tell me what kind of mechanism I have to choose outside. I have to get only positive pulse. I don't want to get a negative pulse. Yes, sir. If I put a diode, you tell me, if I put a diode, you will get outside what? Not comparator. If I put a diode, what will happen? Tell me. After this secondary side, you got this positive pulse, negative pulse, positive pulse, negative pulse. If I put one simple diode, tell me, the diode which can allow only, which pulse it can allow? Which pulse it can allow? Positive pulses. Positive pulses. It will block which pulses? Negative gate pulse. If I kept this entire mechanism, this red color box is there, na? If I kept this entire mechanism in between these two, in between this gate drive circuit and thyristor circuit, yes, this A and this B, just look at that. A and B terminals are there, na? Now can I say A terminal is here and B terminal is here? Yes or not? This A terminal is connected to, can anyone tell me? This A terminal is connected to, what? Tell me. You tell me. This A terminal is connected to here. Now, this terminal, what it will do? This diode, positive pulse, step by step, continuously it will produce positive pulses to this particular gate at a regular interval of time. At a regular interval of time. It will continuously produce the gate pulses, and this is going to be turn on. Yes, these pulses are due to with respect to the DC input. This is a special case transformer. I said already, defined with ferrite material, and it is also have a low power and high frequency application. This is a special discussion which we will use in SMPS. Actually, that is not required here. So, as far as the gate syllabus concerned, this, even if you give a DC input, your transformer still will work, but provided low power. Provided only low power. You should not give a DC power. Okay. So it will continuously produce these pulses. Simple. It looks like some sinusoid. Sinusoid will produce output also sinusoidal only. But only the difference is here you will have a square wave. You will get as a sharp pulses. That's it. That is the only difference. But waveform is alternating in nature. But look at here. This is a positive square. It is a DC. It has a DC component. It is a negative DC. Yes or not? Positive DC you give, negative DC you give. It will produce positive gate pulse, negative gate pulse. Positive gate pulse, negative gate pulse. Yes. But I need only positive gate pulse. What I have to do? I'll put one DC. So that you can call it as a square wave input. Is this point is clear, everyone? Have you understood? Is this clear, everyone? So how we are producing a pulses? By using pulse transformer. Its specifications are 1:1. Turns ratio is same. Low power application, high frequency application, ferrite material made up of, and it is used the best application in SMPS. So outside I need only gate pulses. So for that I have to kept one diode. So that diode will continuously produce that positive sharp pulses here, and this gate drive circuits will get turned on the thyristor so that the total voltage will replace across the load, and the current will continuously flow from anode to cathode. From anode to cathode. Is this gate drive concept is clear, everyone? Is this gate drive circuit concept is clear, everyone? Yes? Okay. Thank you. Please note down this. Okay. Now, just one more point I would like to add. Tell me what are the units of your conventional transformer? Units. How units are nothing but how we will represent its rating. Ratings of conventional transformer. Not talking about pulse transformer. Everyone should write. What is the rating of conventional transformer? Volt ampere. Leave about kilo or mega or giga. Leave about volt ampere. Conventional transformer. Conventional transformer. Conventional transformer. In short, I am writing T dot F. Transformer. Its rating is volt ampere. Whereas in pulse transformer, can anyone tell me what are the units? In conventional transformer, whose units are volt ampere. But whereas in pulse transformer, can anyone tell me what are the units? It is volt second. It is volt second. Its units are very, very important. You know, very famous question in ESC prelims. Very famous question. But don't expect in the gate this kind of question. Very famous question in ESC prelims. What are the units of pulse transformer? What are the units of pulse transformer? Very famous question in ESC prelims. Very simple. What is that? Volt second. Volt second, because here we are dealing with the time. Okay. Now, we will solve one gate question based on this. Okay. Let's take the question. Just look at the question which is having in your screen, secondary screen. He has given the data like this. A 1:1 pulse transformer is used to trigger the SCR in the adjacent figure. Adjacent figure means this is the circuit they have given. For this circuit, he is using one pulse transformer. Look at that PT. Look at the turns ratio. Both are same or not? Look at here. A 1:1 pulse transformer used to trigger the SCR in an adjacent figure. Look at here. He is using one pulse transformer. That entire mechanism. See here, after resistance R, the outer terminal is connected to SCR or not? that entire circuit is belongs to SMPS. That entire circuit is belongs to SMPS. Now look at the board. Look at your secondary screen. The SCR is rated as 1.5 kilovolt 250 amperes with latching current he has given. With latching current he has given. Latching current how much he has given? 250 milliampere. With latching current he has given 250 milliampere. And holding current is 150 milliampere. And the IG max and IG min he has given as 150 milliampere. IG max how much he has given? IG max he has given 150 milliamperes. IG max he has given 150 milliamperes. The SCR is connected to an inductive load. L is 150 millihenry in series with a small resistance. In series with a small resistance, and the supply voltage is 200 volts. Here the resistance value is not mentioned. So the resistance value they have given as R is equal to 1 ohm, and the inductance value they have given 150 millihenry. Look at that. Look at that in the circuit. They have clearly mentioned inductance value is 150 millihenry and resistance value is 1 ohm. I will tell you what you have to do. Wait for that. And look at the last statement. That is a very, very important statement. The forward drops of all transistors, diodes and gate cathode junction on state is 1 volt. So all voltage drops they have given as all voltage drops. All voltage drop they have given as 1 volt. All voltage drop they have given as 1 volt. So what is they are asking? The resistance R should be. They are asking the resistance R should be. So it means they have given a latching current to this SCR. In the given circuit, they have given latching current to the SCR. So they have given latching current to the SCR. And they have given the maximum gate current also 150 millihenry. And they have given load resistance and load inductance values. And all the voltage drops also they have given as a 1 volt. Now what is they are asking? Find out the resistance value. Find out the resistance value. Meanwhile, please take down the question which is available in your secondary screen. Once if it is completed, please let me know. Then only I will solve the problem. Please note down the question completely. Once if it is done, please let me know. Question has taken everyone? Everybody has taken the questions? Okay. Now let us solve the problem. He is asking the resistance R should be. So if you look at the circuit, which is available in your secondary screen, if you want to find out the resistance R, so tell me what you required. You required a gate source voltage and gate current. If you know those two, there is a parallel to transformer. See, that is completely inside a black box. Everything is that the diode mechanism, and this is completely an SMPS circuit. It is SMPS. It is related purely SMPS circuit. It is not at all related to the gate. Instead of he is not at all mentioning. Remember, actually it is not in the gate circuit, but still you got a question means. See, the data he has given very clear. Very clear. Okay. So please focus on the data. What is they have given? He is not at all mentioned anywhere. It is SMPS. Did they mention anything about SMPS? You tell me one thing. Did they mention anything about SMPS? No. They have not mentioned anything about SMPS because they are not asking the working of SMPS. Here, they have given everything like what? Gate current, resistance, inductance, latching current, as well as on-state voltage drops only has given. On-state voltage drops only has given. He is simply asking what is the resistance value for this particular input. We are not going to analyze the circuit. Okay. Now you tell me. I want to know the resistance value. If I want to know the resistance value, what should I know first? The gate voltage as well as the gate current. Is it correct or not? You tell me. If I know the gate voltage, if I know the gate current, can I find the resistance or not? Yes, of course I can find the resistance. So what is this VG? How to find out this VG? Look at your secondary screen. That is most important. So once if the transistor is closed, once if the transistor is switched on, so he has given a pulses, look at that, he has given continuously pulses. Once if the transistor is turned on, once if the transistor is turned on, the diode D1, see here total diodes are there. In the primary side one diode is there, in the secondary side two diodes are there. In the primary side one diode is there, that is D1. In the secondary side the first diode is D2 and the diode which is connected in parallel, that is D3. Is this point is clear everyone? You tell me. Is this point is clear everyone? A diode which is connected in the primary, that is D1. In the secondary side we have two diodes. First diode is D2, second diode is D3. Okay? Now respond quick. If the transistor is turned on, means tell me how many devices are going to be active. How many devices are going to be active? Look at this. On this potential pulse transformer on the primary side, positive voltage appears across the cathode of diode with respect to anode. Is it correct? Positive 10 volts appears across the cathode of diode 1 with respect to anode. Is it correct? Cathode of diode D1, I am clearly specifying which diode also. Cathode of diode D1 with respect to anode. Now you tell me what is the condition of the diode? If I apply a positive voltage across the cathode with respect to anode, tell me what should be the condition of the diode D1. Cathode is positive with respect to anode. Reversed bias means, did they mention any internal voltage like cut-in voltage for the diode, or they have not mentioned anything? Did they mention anything about cut-in voltage or anything, or did they mention anything or not? You tell me. No cut-in voltage, nothing mentioned means, can I say those are ideal diodes? Can I say those are ideal diodes? Can I say those are ideal diodes? Yes. For an ideal diode, if you apply reverse bias voltage, the diode D1 is off. Diode D1 is off. Now again you tell me. Secondary side. Pulse transformer secondary side, if I connect any diode means, it will turn on for positive pulses or not? It will turn on for positive pulses or not? Quick. It will turn on for positive pulses? Yes, of course. So, which diode is going to turn on next? Is it D2 or D3? Which diode is going to turn on? Because that entire positive voltage appears across the secondary winding. That entire positive voltage appears across the secondary winding means D2 is a turn on. What about D3? D3 is a turn on, correct. D3 will be reverse bias because cathode is more positive than anode. Yes or not? Now simple. Now very simple. And one more drop is also given. What is that? Look at your question which is on the secondary screen. Last statement. The forward drops of all transistors or diodes and gate cathode junction during on state is how much voltage drop? How much voltage drop? They have given 1 volt. How much voltage drop they have given? 1 volt. Now look at this again your secondary screen. Now you tell me, how many devices are turned on? How many devices are turned on? So if I have given a 10 volts input to this pulse transformer, how many devices are turned on? 2. Which are those? Which are those? Tell me. 2 devices are turned on. Which are those? Which are those? 2 devices only turn on. D1. What is a diode D1? Diode D1 is a primary side. Diode D1 is a primary side. Cathode is more positive than anode. Diode D1 is off. And D3, secondary side. Cathode is more positive than anode. D3 is off. Transistor and diode D2. Is it correct or not? 10 volts minus, he has given clearly in the question, wherever the device is switch on, that device on state voltage drop is 1 volt na. I am considering these drops. I am considering this drop. So transistor is one switch on device, D2 is another switch on device, and you tell me one thing, gate cathode junction is also given as a 1 volt drop. Why gate cathode section is given 1 volt drop, you tell me? Why gate cathode section is given 1 volt drop, you tell me? Because gate cathode will offer very low resistance, very low voltage is only it can withstand. Okay, so gate cathode, so voltage across gate cathode, whole divided by, what is the gate current is given in the question? Maximum gate current is 150 milliamperes. 150 milliampere. Now solution is very easy. 10 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 by 150 milli. 150 milli. 150 milli. Tell me anyone this answer? Is that clear everyone? 10 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. Whole divided by 150 milli. Tell me what is that answer? Tell me what is that answer? 7 by 150 into 10 power minus 3. How much that value? Hello? 7 by 150 into 10 power minus 3. 46.66, or is it approximately 47 ohms? Look at the question. Which option is correct? Option C. Is it correct, option C? Yes, option C is correct. See, is it really difficult in this question? No, he is clearly has given the data na. He is clearly has given data. What he has given the data? Input voltage. Any device is a turn on, you consider it as a 1 drop. 2 devices only turn on. 2 are drops. Gate cathode, if he is mentioned means you would consider. If he is not mentioned means only 2 only you have to consider. Yes or no? Now another question which is displayed on your secondary screen. The minimum volt second rating of the pulse transformer suitable for, so the transistor, what is the role of transistor? Acts as a switch, na? Transistor acts as a switch. If you are closing the switch, then only the pulses will move towards to the transformer via Ig max. I told you already. Gate current, if you apply a maximum gate current, the device will quickly comes to conduction state. The device will quickly comes to conduction state. So in the question he is not mentioning whether you take Ig max or Ig min. It means either you take Ig max or Ig min, he didn't mention. So therefore which one you have to choose always? Ig maximum only, because I want to start my gate drive circuit quickly by using of what? Gate pulse. By using that your thyristor is going to turn very quickly, because in the data sheet he will mention Ig max value and Ig minimum value in the data sheet. You can choose any number, but for this problem we are choosing highest value as a given question. Okay, now look at your secondary screen. Look at your secondary screen. The minimum approximate volt second rating of the pulse transformer suitable for the triggering of SCR should be. Volt second rating is the maximum. See, he has given a hint. Volt second rating is the maximum of product of the voltage and the width of the pulse. It means volt second is nothing but pulse width into source voltage. Yes or not? Pulse width into source voltage is nothing but the rating of the pulse transformer. Yes or no? You tell me. Come on. Pulse rating. Yes. So how we are going to solve this? Very, very easy question, you know. Shall I erase this? Shall I erase this? Enter things. Very simple now. Shall I erase this? Yes, I am going to erase this. Now, in the given question, not only the gate current, he is also mentioned that, which current? He is also mentioned latching current. So, once if he is given latching current, how much latching current is given? 250 milliampere. Which load? Tell me which load. Latching current if they have given means device is in a conduction state or not? You tell me. Latching current if they have given means device is in a conduction state or not? If they mentioned the latching current means indirectly they are saying yes, conduction state. Tell me which load you have. Tell me which load you have. I will show you in secondary screen. Tell me what is the load. I am already showing in the secondary screen. What is the load? RL load with the which input? DC input. Yes or not? So RL load is there. What is the formula for current flowing through RL load? We have already solved this. Is it looks like a previous problem we have done, like a DC source with a thyristor with RL load? Is it looks like this or not? You tell me. Is it looks like a DC source, latching current is given, a thyristor and RL circuit? Is it looks like that or not? You tell me. Already we have done that problem in the last lecture. What is the current formula for that? VDC by R into 1 minus e power minus t by tau. Is this correct? Now you tell me what is the input? 200. Resistance value 1 he has given. 1 minus e power minus t by, what is a tau value? L by R. So 150 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Can you calculate from this what is TP value? What is the TP value? Can you calculate from this what is TP value? As earlier I told you already, DC for DC, if you give a DC input to any RL circuit, it cannot short circuit immediately. It will take how many time constants? DC for inductor it will short circuit, but when? It will take how many time constant for RL circuit? For how many time constants? You have to wait for 5 time constants. RL circuit. I think if you draw the RL circuit transient behavior, how you will get? If you draw the RL circuit transient behavior, how you will get? Under steady state, you will get only the constant magnitude or not? Yes, sir. From here to here, here to here, still your inductor behavior will be there. Here to here, your inductor behavior will be there. You have to consider that behavior also. Are you getting the point? Yes, tell me what is the value of this TP? Shiva, you got your answer or not? Did you understand? If I talk about steady state, then you have to say DC short circuit, then you can directly say that. But here didn't talk about any short circuit, any steady state. Tell me what is the TP value? Till now I didn't get any answer. TP value. TP value, pulse time. What is the simple calculation now? We have already done this. Tell me what is that? Yes. Can I write 187.6? 187.6 microsecond. I said about micros. Now what is the rating of pulse transformer? That is a question, na? Rating of pulse transformer. What is the rating of pulse transformer? Rating of pulse transformer, volt second or volt. Already you got TP, na? What is the voltage they have given for pulse transformer input? 10 volts into 187.6 microsecond. Its value is equal to 1876 microsecond in the option which is very closer to 2000 volt second in micros, or you can call it as a micro volt second. What is that? Micro volt second. So everybody got this answer? It will be helpful. Please refer some books and try to solve it. Okay.